Hello, it's Rudiano, and what you doing here? Why did you click? You saw the title? Yeah, okay, I'm playing you. I wanted you to click, but it's true, I don't want to be famous. For 4 reasons. Also, why am I on YouTube if I don't want to be famous? What's that about? Legitimate question. But first, why I don't want to be famous? Well, first of all, when you become famous, famous, like you're in the media, you're a public figure, people recognize you, then you're not allowed to be a normal person anymore. You become a commodity. People feel entitled to your space, to your time, and they don't realize that you're still normal, you've got errands to run, and you've got things to do, but then they stop you and they ask for a selfie or something. And depending on how famous you are, then your time is not yours anymore. The people that made you famous think, well, why are you famous? It's because of me. It's because of all of us. Therefore, you belong to us. I don't want to be in that position. No, thank you. I mean, would you go to the shop and say, well, I've been giving you my money for a year now, so now I'm entitled to your space and to your time, so I'm going to come in here and have a chat with you, and I'm going to take a few things from the shelves, and yeah, that's okay for today because you're here because of me, because of all of us in the community. So why don't we all go and pick a day when we can just take everything from your shelves? We don't do that. We don't say that, even with commodities. But somehow we feel entitled to people. Don't want that. Reason 2 is they say never meet your heroes. You know why? Because you're always scared that they're not the way that you thought they were. And the problem is that is more often than not, they're not going to be the same, because there's a difference between the public persona and the private one. And even if they're the same, the actual same all the time, you have created an image in your head of what that person is like based on whatever information you've got. Everybody's image of you as a celebrity is bound to be very different from the reality. And what does happen? They meet the person in reality and they gauge whether the person is genuinely as they are in the public persona, which is problematic already, but then also it's already biased because you haven't heard or read or watched everything about that person. There's always going to be a discrepancy between what you know about the person and what even they have put out as a public persona. So yeah, I don't really want to be in that situation when it's very difficult to be yourself, because you've always got this worry in the back of your mind that the people are going to be really disappointed by the real you. I don't like that. Brings me to the third reason why I don't want fame. It's because it's very easy to lose yourself, especially if your livelihood is very tied to how popular you are. It's very easy to switch gears and actually forget your values just to make sure that you stay popular. And that would be a major failure in my books. One of my mottos is, Rudiano is my name, self-expression is my game. If I can't express myself, what's the point? Okay, I have to express myself in a way that is not, rebellious and unpalatable, okay? But if I'm not allowed to have my own values because I need to peddle this product or this image or this and that and the other, it feels like dying. I'm a creative. I need to express myself, and if I'm too popular, I think it's gonna get in the way of me being able to express myself, and I know that that's gonna make me be less creative. I'll feel stifled. I need to be free to create. So that's the third reason. Fourth reason why I don't want to be famous is because you unwittingly put a target on your back by being famous. It's not that you put the target, people put the target on your back because now you're more visible. Everybody knows you or think they know you. Therefore, they're looking at you more. You're under scrutiny. And we've said before, they've created this perfect image of you. Very often, if you put you on a pedestal because of something you've done that is amazing, maybe, and that they admire, maybe, and now they've just glorified you, and now you've got this image of you that is here, while you're actually way down here. So it's only a matter of time until they find something, and the discrepancy is very apparent. And unfortunately, they're gonna milk it because, do you know what media does? Media, whether media is social media or traditional media, they love to build somebody up and then tear them down. They don't like the middle, general, normal person. No, they want something salacious, or they want something incredible, and then they want something like, oh my goodness, the effect, because it gives them eyeballs. And if it gives them eyeballs, it gives them more advertising revenue. So they're gonna do it. They're gonna put the paparazzis to try and misrepresent you, or to try and catch you doing something that you shouldn't, or gonna try and set you up in some ways, because that's their business. It's all right for people who like a gossip to just read about it. It's something else when you're the target of the gossip. That's the reason why I don't like gossip and tabloids. You can never believe them. Also, they wreck people's lives for a living. Don't want that. So that's the 4 reasons why I don't want to be famous. So, begs the question now, what am I doing on YouTube then? Fair. Well, I know I'm not gonna be famous. Famous last words. I don't want to be famous, but that doesn't mean I don't want to be recognized for what I do. It doesn't mean that I don't want to be known for being a writer, a songwriter, an artist, a thinker, or what have you. The thing is, I need my tribe. Put my work out there, express myself, and hopefully find my little tribe that understands who I am and likes my work, that is able to separate the man from the art and goes for my art, and allow me to carry on doing what I'm doing, and I'll be happy. Don't want fame, because fame is toxic. And I end with something else. Very often they say that people who want fame or recognition at a higher level, it's probably because they've been traumatized. They haven't felt loved or valued enough growing up. And yeah, I understand that. I can see that. I can relate to that in some ways. Problem is, I know that even if you get to the level of fame or power or riches that you think you need, once you've got it, you realize that that's not what it's cracked up to be. It does not fill that emptiness. If you've got a gaping gap in yourself, these things won't fill it. These have to be filled by relationships. And power, money, fame, they don't. They do not fill that hole. All of those things are based on a on a brand or a version of you that's out there that is not exactly you. Therefore, whatever you get from that version of yourself, it's going to be difficult for you to actually drive everything from it. You're always going to think, yeah, but that's not me, because if they really knew me, they wouldn't like me. And I know that because every time I go out and do this, that, and the other, they just want this side of me. When I attempt to show that other side of me, they're like, not interested. So yeah, I know that. So that's why I'll say, if you are trying to find fame and power and riches and all that, remember, it's all sham. That you need good friends. You need a relationship with your designer or whatever, something bigger than you, whatever you call it. Some people call it different things. For me, it's my creator. These things, and find like-minded people that enjoy what you do, and then yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and see you next Wednesday. Ciao.